Welcome to paradise. Well, actually, it is Fort Lauderdale in Florida, but I guess this view here comes pretty close to paradise. But we're not here for the view of this nice area here. We are actually here because we have a electric vehicle rented, a Polestar 2, and we're gonna review this today. Right there it is, Polestar 2 from Dollar Rental. Last time we were here, we reviewed the Kia Niro. This time we got a Polestar. This is a 2023 model built in September 2022. It is a nice looking car overall, I think. Decent design. It gives me some muscle car vibes. Modern muscle car vibes with like the tall trunk lid there, and just kind of the way it's laid out. The windows are kind of narrow, not that tall. Yeah, some muscle car vibes. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me down below in the comments. Am I wrong here, or is this kind of muscle car-ish looking? So I don't know. I like the looks of it. My wife likes the looks of it. It's a little different than many cars in that same size. It's easy identifiable from other cars. Like so many cars always look the same. This looks a little bit different. So we like the design definitely from the outside. We like the wheels, they look good, except that these here are a bit scratched up. So this is a rental. This has 50,000 miles on it. And obviously it is July in 2026. So this vehicle is basically going on 4 years since it was produced in September of 2022. One of those weird things for Polestars, I guess, is this here. They always have the sticker on there. So I guess it's a 78 kilowatt hour battery. 170 kilowatts, I guess, is the engine power. Another nice, or a little touch there, Polestar pixel technology in the headlights there. But I don't know if that pixel technology is actually working here in the US, or if this is just used as a regular headlight, like a standard headlight, if they actually use the pixels to create or leave the high beams on, but just lower it when a car is approaching. I don't know. I couldn't tell. It looked like regular headlights to me. I suspect this thing in there is a radar of sorts. We have a front-facing camera up in there in the windshield. This particular car doesn't really have anything. It will tell you, I guess, sensing by the camera, if you're stopped and the vehicle in front of you starts driving, it will tell you or ask you, beep at you and say, hey, are you ready to drive and stuff. But this particular vehicle doesn't have anything. It's got a standard cruise control. It doesn't have an adaptive cruise control. I didn't find any lane keeping on here or anything. The manual doesn't specify for this particular car. Actually, the manual in the glove box is for a Hyundai. So the rental car company messed that one up. Yeah, so let's open up the back here. So what I found here, I mean, you don't see anything to open up the trunk, but you can from out here. But it's way down here. And I think that is kind of dumb, because down there, that is a dirty part. It's always dirty down there, and then you got to reach in there with your hands. I don't really like that too much. You can open the trunk from the key fob. That is possible. And then you can power close it here, and you can power close it here, and then it will lock the vehicle. So that's pretty cool there, I thought. It's a little different. Got a little strap there, got a 12-volt outlet down there. We got a hook there. There's a hook up there. These are the tether hooks for child seats. Got another hook here, Got a little net here, so you can put stuff behind it. Then this one here is kind of odd, I thought anyway. I guess if you just have grocery bags, you hook them on here and have them there. I'm not sure. Do you know what this is intended for? I really don't know. You can't put anything underneath it. So it must be so you can put something here and it doesn't go forward, or you put something behind it and it wouldn't come back. I mean, it could come back. This folds down relatively easy, so I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you know what the intention of this is. I don't know if it really has a purpose or not. Then if you want to get all the way down, we can lift this up, and then there's a little prop. We gotta get that in the right spot, somewhere down there. Where is it? Oh, there, okay. So that's okay, I guess. We got more storage down here. In this case, there is a charger. I assume this is the one that came with the vehicle, which has a adapter here. This end can be swapped out right here with this end. So we can do an NEMA 1450 or a NEMA 515 here. I believe this is 40 amps. It says on here, yep, this is a 40 amp on 240 volts and 12 amps on 120 volts. So decent charger, obviously with a J1772. Yeah, so this is pretty cool here. I don't know about this prop thing. I guess it holds it up, folds it down into a little area there, I guess. Then we got this here. This is relatively unusual. This is kind of weird. I looked at this, what the heck is that? Then I found out this is actually for the headrest. So, and this here, now, if I push that really hard, let's go look from the front. Well, from the back seat. So, when I push that really hard, this is what flipped down. And then here, this is what this opening is for. So you can put long things from the trunk through here, coming into this area. The biggest intention of this used to be skis. Nowadays, I don't know, people probably put whatever they can through there. But the intention originally, I think, used to be skis way back when anyway. Not everybody is skiing, not everybody needs this, but this car basically coming, I think, out of Sweden. So skiing still very important there. So I think that's what the intention still is. So yeah, but you gotta get the headrest up, otherwise you got these two things sticking down. Let's see if I can get this down with one hand here. So then you can see as I'm lowering this, these come down there, so it takes a little bit away. I guess that works, not necessarily an important thing for everyone. It looks like there could be a cover right here to cover this up. The cover is not in here. It is a rental car. It is a few years old, so it's probably been broken or whatever. And it looks like the cover would hook up here, so it opens up as you open the trunk. So let's close that one. So it's got power trunk. Maybe let's go to the frunk. There is actually a frunk here on this vehicle. Interestingly, it's treated just like a regular hood. So on any car, down here is the pull, and we just pull there. And then there is a release. Where was it? It was under here somewhere. There we go, that yellow one. So, and it's okay size here. It's not bad. I mean, it's on this side here, probably 8 inches deep. On there, about 14. There's a divider in here. I couldn't move it, so I think it is fixed. We got the jack here, so you can lift up the vehicle. Not that there is a spare tire. And sure enough, they never clean under there, but there's nothing else, but you can lift this out. This here is a tire repair kit. Got some Velcro on it so it sticks, but it's actually been leaking. You can see that shiny stuff down there. The glue has leaked out of that. Windshield washer fluid fill is right there, so that's convenient. So overall, not too bad. At least we do have a frunk here a little bit. It's not like you can put too much in there, but not bad overall. And then we can close this. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's just like a regular car hood on a internal combustion engine car that opens and closes. Door handles are standard door handles. Nothing special about it. No electric door handles, mechanical. To unlock the vehicle, you can approach with the key fob here, which the key fob is a little weird. There's no buttons on the flat big side. The buttons are on the narrow side. I don't know, hope you can see this here. And they're very small, and it's really hard to see what's what. Luckily, you can approach with the key fob in your pocket, and then you pull the door handle and it will unlock. Quite frequently, I was walking up to the car, pulled, and it didn't open, it unlocked, and then I had to pull a second time to open the door. And once in a while, when I was really going slow, then I could just pull it unlocked and opened all in one shot. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a double pull or if I'm just too fast approaching. I don't know. Do you have a Polestar? Do you know how it's supposed to be? Let me know down below in the comments. I do not know. With this key fob, kind of weird part is, yeah, you can barely see what the buttons are for. The instructions for using this key fob are inside. So there's actually, you can take the top cover off. There's this little slider right there that allows you to take this top cover off. And under there, you're supposed to have a physical key, so you can physically unlock the vehicle here. And I don't know, I have never tried that. Oh, it's back here. You pull this out, you can see this black area right there. That's where you put the physical key to unlock in case the key fob is dead. And then you can go inside, and inside in the cup holder, not in this cup holder, but in this cup holder back here, down in there. I don't think we can see this right now, but there is a sign down there that shows a key fob, and so you lay this down in there so you can start the car in case the key fob is dead. So you're not using the physical key to start the car, just to unlock the car. In this case, this is a rental. There's no key in there, so I looked, doesn't help. But the instructions on how to use the key fob in regards to the button, what requires a double press, long press, and so on, are under there as well. That's kind of odd because, well, if you don't know how to get in there or whatever, so you got to read the manual first or kind of know about it anyway, so you can figure out the button situation there. Also, you can open the trunk from here just as usual. You can lock and unlock. There's no walk-away lock as far as I can tell. I don't know. Seems a little odd. You can walk up to it, will unlock, but walking away does not lock it. So you gotta use the remote to lock it, which I found very inconvenient because I have a nice pocket in my pants where this fits in with a zipper so it doesn't get lost. And I can walk up to it, unlock without using this. But then when I walk away, I gotta lock it. And to be honest, I forgot that a few times because I'm used to walking away with the Rivian or with the Tesla. There's just nothing needed. Now, I guess with the phone key, that potentially works. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. I tried to pair the phone to this. I can pair the audio part to it, but with the app and everything, I couldn't even pair it as a guest with some functions, which would have been nice, so I could have used the climate control, as it is pretty warm here in Florida and humid. So actually cooling it down would have been nice, but couldn't pair the app. And I did a little research, and some people have luck with it, some people don't. Obviously, if you own this, then you can pair it. It works. Maybe if you have one, you can explain all the functions you have in the app. I'm just mainly familiar with the Rivian and Tesla app. Now, then we have a charge port here. That is obviously a CCS charge port. It's a type or a CCS1. So we got to deal with this little thing. I don't like that. At least there is no cover over this. What I found to mostly, I got to press the button to unlock every time, it seems like. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. If you know, leave a comment, tell me. But it seems like I had to press the button every time. Like I could stop the charging, or the charging had stopped already. I couldn't just press and release. We only done CCS. We haven't done any level 2 charging, so maybe there it works different. Yeah, let me know, but I had to press this button every time to get it unplugged. The light is a good indicator there. It works fine. It was just like bluish right now, so it's ready. You plug in, it goes green. It will also show on the dash screen all the way around the dash screen. It will give you like an orange or amber light showing that it's ready to charge, it's communicating, and then once it's charging, there's a green ring around the dash that basically blinks very slowly. So that part works fine. Charging was okay. This is not super fast. The charging is pretty darn slow, especially once you get higher up. If you want to charge this to 100% for the last 5%, it takes 45 minutes from like 95 to 100%. 45 minutes. So I don't know if that is the usual thing or if this is just because of this rental, because people always charge to 100% or never charge to 100%. I mean, it is a rental, so don't really know why, but yeah. The first time around, I could not get it to 100% because I didn't want to sit another 45 minutes there. The second time around, we were at another place where we could go do stuff. So we got it to 100% actually last night. So it does go to 100%, but yeah, it takes forever. We started at like 20% to get to 100%, took an hour and a half. So I don't know. Yeah, so what else do we have? On the outside here, not much. It's got a glass roof, the antenna back there. It's just like a car. Let's look in the back here. There's my backpack. So the driver's seat right now is in my position. There is some leg room there. It's not huge. Now, if you have that console down and you put this back here, this is kind of weird anyway here. If you put this back here because you need the second cup holder. If you want the second cup holder, I don't know, I guess you could leave it up there, but I would assume this rattles down anyway. This is kind of weird. I don't like this part. Why is the second cup holder in there? We got the two cup holders here. This folds up out of the way. There's okay room. You can see there's relatively little room on the passenger side so that the passenger can sit comfy going further back. Doesn't leave much room in the back. Other than that, the seats are comfortable. We got door pockets here, obviously window lock. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a car, right? Let's get in here in the front. And yeah, this is this cup holder situation here. This goes here. This comes forward so you can put your arm on here. Now you lost that cup holder. You slide it back. Now you got the cup holder, but if you want a second cup holder, you got to open this up. And this is kind of weird. I don't know. Also, these cup holders here. Oh, now it's slid in nicely. But if you're just at a slight angle, usually you kind of stick. You got to wiggle it in there. So it's not like convenient, easy to do. I don't know. It's a little, and it sounds this. It makes this plasticky pop. It sounds kind of cheap, like it's gonna break. Overall, this center console has been an annoyance for me. Look how tall this thing is. I mean, if I'm sitting here, my leg is here. This is taller than my leg. This goes above the screen here. This blocks the screen. I mean, I don't know. And the thing is, I don't even know what's under here. Do you know? If you know, leave it down in the comments. But look, there's nothing. I mean, well, there's something. This is all blocked off. Every other electric car usually has this wide open for something, but we just have this little pocket. Same thing on the passenger side. There's just that little pocket. And so we got this huge center console here. Really doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's all this area here is completely wasted. This cup holder, we can't even use the cup holder, but then we got this huge area here basically wasted. Why do we need this big old shift stock here? I mean, it's kind of weird anyway. And then in front of the shift stock, here we got a hazards, then we got a play and pause and volume button, and next to it we got the defrosts. That is kind of odd. Then in front of it right here, we got, this is the USB that connects for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. The other one next to it is just for charging. Here is a wireless charger. It got my phone really hot, but it didn't charge it very much, so I don't know about that one. And well, we're blocking the screen here, so when you're trying to get to the screen, you kind of go like this. That's what I did. So it happened 3 or 4 times that by accident I basically pressed this, because it's not like you have to press really hard. It's just such a light press, and so if you're doing something here, you just turn on the hazards. That is dumb, literally dumb. I also don't know why we do need this here. It's kind of weird. A play button and then these other buttons for defrost right there. I don't know. This whole thing here is totally weird to me. Why is this so high? I don't know. There's nothing underneath it. I don't know. This really doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me. Also, what doesn't make any sense to me is the shifting part. So you can see R is forward, D is backwards. Well, if I want to drive, wouldn't I push it forward for forward, back for backwards? Would make sense in my opinion, but it's the opposite way. I don't know why. I guess it's a takeover from the old mechanical shifting. When you had automatic transmissions, you were in park up here, you came to reverse, neutral, drive, right? But that was mechanical shifting. We didn't have an option to change that. That was just a given thing. But now here, this is electronic. Doesn't matter. Wouldn't drive be forward, reverse be back? Wouldn't that make sense? In my opinion, it would. It's just the opposite. And then we got the park button down there. I guess that is okay. But this center console here, this whole thing, this has been kind of annoying and makes me feel claustrophobic almost. When I got in here first, I was actually in the passenger seat and I felt like, wow, I'm squeezed in here. Then eventually I got used to it, but still, it's, yeah, no. I don't like this at all. This is, for me, this is a reason not to purchase this car. Then when you're sitting here, overall it's not bad, but as I mentioned earlier, the windows, they're not very tall. And up here we got the camera with the rear view mirror, and this blocks the view. What I found again, in like I was on an on-ramp that went basically a whole circle around, right? And you're trying to see, and I had to come down with my head. I was up here, so I couldn't see that way, so I had to come over this way to actually see where the on-ramp ends and so on. Also, this will be the same issue that I found in the Kia Niro. It had similar thing up here, and you couldn't see, like in parking structures, you couldn't see the signs at the top. The Kia Niro was kind of weird there. Here I haven't had any issues seeing up in there, but around the corners here looking that way was kind of odd. Now on here, this ain't my favorite look here, but it's okay, I guess. Got a bunch of buttons here. Don't know what they all are for. I tried. Some of them just seem to do nothing. I guess again the buttons are probably there, but the options are not. Obviously there was cruise control, so I figured that out. Back here we got all the lighting, and to me this is a bit overwhelming. Look at all this stuff. So you got to be used to it and look at that first and figure it out before you start driving. What is what here? So it's kind of tricky. And then we got on the other side here, let me see if I can power this up. Why does it not power up right now? There we go. All right, and here we got the wiper side. Still a bit like, it seems old-fashioned, being used to automatic settings. Also, I couldn't find an auto wiper. It was all here manual, so yeah, kind of odd. Overall in here, what was interesting, you can see that up there, there's see that? So there is this thing sticking out here, and basically I guess all it is for is to reflect or project the Polestar logo on the glass roof. Kind of odd. Seat belts, I don't know, maybe you can see it better on this side. Seat belts are adjustable, so that's fine. We got grips up here, handles to hold on. Yeah, got the glass roof. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, it's just, I don't know. That center console is the worst part. My wife liked to drive the car overall. She likes the looks just like me. I like to drive it. It feels good. The suspension is good, everything. That part's good. I mean, we're missing the options of adaptive cruise control. That would be the minimum requirement. But yeah, my wife also didn't like the interior much. She wasn't a fan of this stuff here or all this at all. I don't mind it. I think it looks okay, but she didn't like it. So yeah, I don't know. It is a car. What else we got here? Oh yeah, well, we got a missing cover here. It's a rental, right? We got a missing speaker up there. It's a rental, right? We got the memory buttons down here for seat memory. The seats are adjustable here. We got plenty of adjustments down here. So the seats are comfy and adjustable fine. The memory buttons, I probably would have to read the manual. I thought you press the M, it lights up, and then you press 1 and it beeps and it would save it, but I don't know, it didn't do anything. So I don't know what it saved it to. I would have assumed that I can press 1, it goes to position 1, press 2, it goes to position 2, but maybe not. I don't know, didn't work. Here we got the usual window stuff and mirror adjustment, door locks right there. That is pretty much the usual. Now that we're sort of talking about mirror adjustment, that is interesting. Let me close this door here. So look at this mirror. Now I'm gonna choose the left mirror, and then we got this right there, and now look at this. So that is very unusual, I thought. I don't know of any other car today where the entire mirror head moves. Usually just the glass moves. The entire head moving used to be common when you had manual mirrors, but power mirrors? I never seen that. I don't think I ever seen that on power mirrors. I don't know, have you? Leave a comment down below, I don't know. Also, the glass is right at the surface here, right at the edge. Usually the glass is a little recessed. So what I noticed when it was raining the other day, this got wet immediately, covered in drops, really bad. Yeah, while most cars stay a little bit cleaner, this was really bad. There was no visibility at that point. And here in Florida, with it being hot and humid and then it rains, I don't know, there's really not much to do. I don't know if they're heated actually, I don't know. So maybe I could have used one of the defrost settings and it would have turned this on, but obviously I don't want to use the defrost setting for the windshield because that turns it too hot, I noticed that. So yeah, well, what else we got? Oh, another weird thing is the seat heaters. In the menu you can turn them on and off, and you can turn them on to auto, high and low and medium. I think you got 3 positions. So I set it to auto because it was turned off, and guess what? I mean, it's 90 degrees out and the freaking seat heater came on. So I don't know, that doesn't work. So there was a reason it was turned off. We do have the most standard apps. This is Google based here with the car. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You connect your phone, Bluetooth there. So you got Google Maps, Google Assistant, all this stuff here. And this works reasonably well. Haven't had any major issues. Obviously, if you're a owner of the vehicle, you can program that. You got your, this is actually the driver's profile up there. Then here we got car settings. I don't know if you just seen that. I tapped it and it blinked, but it didn't do anything. Now it goes. It is, the UI is kind of laggy. It's not like going super fast or anything. So yeah, you adjust things here. I don't know why there's a coffee cup for driver alerts. Kind of interesting, but yeah, charge settings are here. You got schedule. Yeah, there's the usual stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. It does updates over the air, I guess. Just first when we got it and drove it here, within the first 30 minutes or first 15 minutes, all of a sudden there was like not a beeping, it's almost like a sound like you won the lottery or something. Oops. And then on the screen it showed up, you have an update, and that was while driving, and that was like distracting in my opinion. So it's like, hello, can you just display that when we stop? And then you display, hey, you have an update, you can update it. So we did not update it. It didn't pop up like that again. It popped up some other time again on the screen saying you have an update. Again, we did not update it. I'm not familiar with the car. Who knows what happens? This is a rental. I don't want to get stuck. So yeah, kind of funny. Looking at the screen up here, you got a lot of info. I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean here. There's a cloud with a download, but I don't know, is it downloading continuously? We got LTE reception, we got this, don't know. Then I seen this line. There we go. But yeah, it's kind of hard, that line, I don't know. It's kind of invisible. What it also does, it pops up here. I don't know if I put my phone in here. if it will pop up here. It usually takes a little bit if it even goes, but it will pop up an icon here indicating that it is charging. There we go, there is this icon. I found that kind of cool because you definitely can't see on the phone since it's tipped forward so much. Now another thing is, it would be nice to put two phones here, to have two phone chargers, but over here this is not even if you don't have the plugs there, there's not enough room really. Well, if you got two small phones, that works, but some bigger phones definitely don't fit there. So yeah, range about 280 miles, I guess, at 100%. It was very efficient, but again, we were driving here in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. The speeds are not extremely high, 55, 65, so it does pretty good. It's efficient there. I'm sure in Montana at 80, it's probably not that great. In the wintertime, it won't be that great either. 280 miles range, that makes it work for traveling. That's not a problem. You can definitely travel with anything that has, if you have above 250 miles EPA rated range, you can usually travel, so not bad. So overall, we do like the car, especially for someone that comes to electric now, that is more used to the old-fashioned with a lot of buttons and things. Actually, they took some buttons away, not bad, but this car will definitely be wonderful for someone like that. Once you're used to a more fancy UI, like especially like a Tesla, and you get used to the Tesla environment, you can't really go back. If you had a Rivian, this may not fit your needs here, or it may not please you, because a Rivian is better than this too, but it's not bad overall. So I don't know what they are price-wise these days. There is obviously more Polestars. This is a 2, there's a 3 and a 4 now. So yeah, there's many more options. So it's kind of personal preference too. But yeah, overall pretty good. It works pretty good. Overall, we're happy with this rental. And I would say it's definitely a electric vehicle that is worth considering. So for us, this is the last day. We got to check out now. Then we get to the airport and we're flying back to Montana. It's a few degrees less. We are 80 degrees already here this morning. We'll be in Montana. It'll be 70 degrees when we get there. So it'll be just fine for us. It will not be nearly as humid as here, so we'll be pretty happy. All right, well, make sure to give us a thumbs up for this video. Also, go check out our other videos. Like I said, we were here about 7 months ago. We had a Kia Niro EV. I have a review on that. We used to have a Chevy Bolt. Obviously, we have reviews and drive videos on that. We have a 2013 Tesla Model S with 240,000 miles. We have a 2018 Tesla Model 3 with about 130,000 miles now. We do have a Rivian R1S at 24. We have a Cybertruck at 24. So there's lots of videos. There's also other interesting videos about repairing EVs. If you are a DIY person, I got some repair videos there, because there's a lot of stuff you can actually do. Yeah, lots of road trip videos. Driving in the cold is usually a big question. We got videos about that as well. So yeah, go check out our channel. Give us a thumbs up for every video of ours that you watch. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. In any event, thank you for watching. Goodbye.